Alright, we're live. I've been playing the ZT stages for so long. I haven't even played IS4 in the last 4 days. It's time to get back to it. Spearhead seems to be the only thing that works for me, so I'm gonna stick with it. Hi Gavin. And since we're taking Spearhead, we can start with Caper. Let's see if I still remember how to play this. By the way, does anyone know how much longer we'll have to wait before we get the Ending 4 update? Should be about 2 months or so, right? Bottom path, so we can hopefully get 3 fights with the emergency. "20 enemies, so guaranteed no Decorbert.
What should I play with you guys?
Ooh, 3 whole months. That's a pity. The next event we're getting is the IS rerun, so I might stream something else aside from IS4. Because we've all already done the IS stages, so there's no point in clearing them on stream. Use the skill to kill the chest, because I'm not sure I'm gonna have a proper window otherwise, with stuff walking in like this. Hello. S4 is so relaxing after all the ZT playing, where you have to time every song and all the orb uses. This stage was such a pain. I didn't expect it to take me so many days. Loading up. Yeah, I didn't expect them to be so hard. On normal mode they're friendly enough, but on the challenge mode they were such a pain to deal with. I don't think they even have extra health in the challenge mode. It's just the rest of the stage being such a pain in the ass. What guard are we taking today? We'll take Hummus, in case we run into the emergency prison stage. Sing, of course. Oh, even worse, we run into the beast stage.
It's been a while since I
Thanks.
beat anyone up.
It should be able to win though. By the way, I'm thinking of streaming the Mimic game again. I've gotten through most of it, so I wanna show off the highest difficulty on it. It gets pretty interesting.
Alright then.
Think it's worth a look.
I thought you wanted me here to fix a lot. You think you're gonna
I think S5 was definitely the harder of the two. The fact that the boss doesn't debuff your operators on S3 makes it a lot easier. Once you time the cannon to kill the boss, everything else gets trivialized.
More of you? What a day.
Hi, Misaka. $21, so no Decorbert.
What? You think you're gonna grind me down with numbers? think you're gonna grind me down with numbers?
I think this can do every emergency, so it shouldn't matter what emergency we get, even though we started with Caper. Because Hummus provides the AoE at a cheap cost.
There's more of you? What a
Maybe I'm
shame.
wrong. Hopefully we get prison so we can test it out.
The #1 rule of playing a master Frank is to be a Frank master
Hooray, an extra
first.
device. So if the emergency is in the top lane, we can just go there. Hibiscus is fine. Don't think Caper is my favorite 4-star now. I do like her though. We'll go for the emergency. As for the device. Oh, and it's prison. Perfect. I wanted to know if we can do this fight with this kind of squad.
皆さんのことは私がお守りします。
Maybe we can't. We're about to find out.
Stop right there, you little cubs! Don't just rush in ahead!
¿Crees que puedes atraparme? Ni de broma.
Okay, so where do we set up Hummus? There's 3 positions that make sense. Here, so we can block 2 enemies like this. Here, facing to the right, so he kills all of these assholes. And here, facing to the left, so he can DPS this one. I think I like this position the most, because this guy will just kill him otherwise. And he goes straight in.
Huh? I thought you wanted me here to fix a log. A one-on-one. Tough
Click
guy,
so
huh?
she can kill this asshole. And set up spot for later. No, put spot here, after the box dies.
My butt because all that hair on your head.
Because otherwise we have to put him all the way back here.
Through it. Bring it on, all of you!
This guy flies in, and now swap in.
fine.
みんなどいて。
Ah!
So many weaknesses.
もっと早く傷が癒えるように手伝います。
Yeah, not doable with Hummus. Good to know. I wonder if Utage would be better for this, because she can at least kill 2 of the boxers. I'm sure on Utage. Well, I learned what I wanted to from this run. The Hummus plus Caper cannot do this stage. Such a pain without Pinecone. I can always just avoid it, so it's not a big deal in any individual run. But over the long term, it's better if fighting it is an option. I guess for a guard ticket I can try Utage. She has a shot. Though she's also not the best for this, so I wouldn't put much hope in it. Kind of a bad first floor.
Finally giving me a real fun job.
I basically use a macro to do it, called MAA. You can find it through Google. What I do is I just play on difficulty 0 with the macro and just take Wapuma, because she solves every fight until the shop. Once you get to the shop, you reset. If you want to find the macro, just Google this. It will come up on GitHub.
Watch out! Here comes Fairy Twirl!
Wait, I might die. Click was supposed to be here. Oops. Yeah, well.
Hi-yo!
We'll get that problem. We'll deal with that problem when we reach it.
What are you in?
Okay, this doesn't die with click and spearhead. Good to know. But this spot is better for click, because if they broke through the box, she wouldn't be able to hit them while they're blocked by spot.
With hard work, even an idiot can get the job done.
Double heal is useless, because the next fight would heal us anything. 2 awful runes. E to click, of course. We have a duck,
Got it.
22 enemies,
今回はど
and
ん
the
な面
chest.
白い動画が撮れるかな
I think I can sew this side with caper. I need to pull the sheep apart anyway. That's suicidal. So face caper like this.
Puedes atraparme. Ni de broma.
And we're looking for a window to pull some of these sheep and to trigger that chest. I think this is it. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I've never known anyone who got banned for using third-party stuff in the first place. It's always legal because a term of service isn't a legal contract to begin with. I don't think they actually monitor it enough to ban anyone. Feel free to tell me if you hear of somebody actually getting banned for it. What it does in the first place is just read the screen and then, based on screenshot, it knows simulate clicks. So it's not injecting anything into the game. So I doubt it's something they check for. Or can reasonably check for without it being a huge pain in the ass. In any case, I haven't heard anyone getting trouble into it. I'm sure maybe there is such a story, but I've never encountered it. At least within the context of Arknights. Well, I'm being pretty public that I use it, so if they wanna ban me for it, that's up to them. But I've been talking about it for months probably, and I haven't had any issues. Well, every term of service just says that they can ban you for any reason they want. And you can't... So, what it says in the terms of service and what they actually enforce are always going to be two different things. Pretty low chance that we can actually kill the dog. Maybe if I had Caper's Q charged, we had a shot. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I think it's safe enough to use. You kind of have to make a judgment for yourself. Yeah, we're gonna miss it. I think I would have missed it even if Caper's Q was activated. Really? Who else is streaming? E2 Caper. Maybe taking Jessica was the better idea, because I'm lacking a bit of hope now. Though we will level up. Is this even doable? Nah, it should be. E2 Caper should have enough damage. Alright, does he stream on YouTube or Twitch? We also have a duck or a bear coming, which we definitely, absolutely cannot kill. There's a very high chance that I'm gonna die because of the slug spam.
What should I play with you guys?
How do we want to do this? Get rid of the sword first.
Alright then.
If we can avoid proccing this asshole early, we should be fine. So, I think it would have been better if I faced Caper up. But I was afraid of the slugs grouping up and killing me. We'll see how it works out, I suppose. Okay, we should be safe, because the slugs will die first. And then we can use all the charge skill.
Whatever you say. So many weaknesses.
My turn now. Watch out! Here comes Stormwell!
We're definitely going to miss whatever's coming, but we have a very low chance of killing it with click plus caper anyway, so that's fine. Hi, I'm pretty good in this fine morning. I guess I woke up almost 12 hours ago though, so a bit far from morning for me now. I'm happy I'm finally done grinding S5. I spent entirely too long on it. Indigo is better for killing these things, but it's not safe to take Indigo with Caper, the way it is with Pinecone. Am I interested in any of the stories? In Arknights? Not really. I very rarely am interested in the stories in games though. I watch movies or read books for that. There are games with good stories I like. Planescape Torment, Disco Elysium and such, but they have to be really focused on the story in particular. If the story is just a side thing to the gameplay, I usually skip it for the gameplay. Let's take Bubble. Hooray, we got our device back. Lucky encounter. Extra hope, extra device, always get the device. This is pretty good for return, but I'm unwilling to spend money on it. I don't want a Vanguard this early, so reroll. Great item. And another caster. We waste a bunch of hope, so it forces us to take a 3-star, but it's safer than only having 4 operators. Pretty good store. Ideally we can take 4 fights, but this might be something we want to skip. Might as well just use this for the extra lives.
言うことを聞く？インディゴ、いつでも行けます。
I'm probably not going to play Enfield to begin with. So I only play Arknights because I like the gameplay.
行くぞ！
It's really unique as far as tower defenses go. I'm not really interested in another game in this universe if it doesn't have similar gameplay. Yeah, ending 4 doesn't exist in IS4. Oh, IS2. I didn't see it because it's covered by the emote thing. Yeah, it doesn't exist in IS2. The stream that I used to go and do it is just using a different client. I've played it for 50 years and it never happened before that stream. That stream is just hacked.
Yeah, fine.
IS2 RNG was something else. It's so nasty. I really like that in IS4 they made the endings 100% consistent. If you want a particular ending, you can get it. There's no luck to it. It's fine if Caper dies. Her only job was to kill the Shadow after all. Hi, Franz. Yeah, when I was grinding the ending for in IS2, I couldn't get it in so many runs. I'm surprised how quickly I got it on stream. Oh, very lucky. Yeah, I'll probably enjoy S5 a bit. Woohoo! This is a really good floor. We get to take 3 fights and then the scout note.
失望はさせません。
Yeah, but streamer luck goes both ways. It's not that IS2 has less nodes only. You also just have more useless encounters that you can get in IS2. You don't have to rely on encounters to get the endings in IS4. So it's always easy to get if you go out of your way to do it. Whereas in IS2, even if you try to go out of your way and set it up earlier on, you still might not get it. Are you doing that on difficulty 15? Because otherwise that's trivially easy. You just start with Sin and Wapuma and, well, you win. That's it. Put spot for healing.
Alright then.
If we're not playing on difficulty 15, it's pretty easy to do at 4 stars too. That's why I'm wondering. It's very easy to build a consistent squad that can do every stage on lower difficulties. If it's like 12 or something, there's only a few enemies that can actually kill a Puma anyway. Right, so how to prevent these guys from flying? You need an operator on this tile, and ideally you don't want other operators here. It is possible to do it with other operators here, but it's all about timing. So, for these assholes that fell into the hole to fly, they need to walk a certain distance with movement speed above their normal movement speed. This thing here gives them a movement speed buff. So what's supposed to happen is that it speeds them up and they start flying. But when they attack something, they stop walking. They attack Caper just as they're about to start flying and stop completely, so it resets the timer. They start walking, stop again. If you place an operator earlier that they can attack, it doesn't work out because of their attack timing, and they manage to start flying. If you have an operator on just that range tile, they will always fly. Woohoo, so many devices. E2 Indigo. Yeah, that's definitely the easiest map on the second floor. And now we eat every fight to get the big squad. I mean, so the strong 5 stars are Sin, Tequila and Wapuma, right? Is there anyone else who qualifies for the strong 5 stars? Cruise Outer? You have what to pick from. Oops. Deploy this actually bubble here. This is gonna make way more sense. Weapon's okay. I'm not sure she's quite on the level of Wapuma and Tequila. Like, if you had to choose, you would take one of them first, right? I've never played IS4 Ending 4, I have no idea what it is. I can't make a strategy based on information I don't have. I'll have to try to do it first and figure it out. I can of course look it up, but I think that's boring. There's a joy in finding this stuff out for myself, but I don't get if I just play it. If I just look it up in a video. I mean, the reason the shady shithole is annoying isn't because there's exploding boats. They're easily manageable by just blocking them with anything. And silence doesn't help with anything else. Also, Weapon can really fuck you in IS. Say you have a map figured out where you use specific timing on Weapon, and then you get some item that gives SP, and she wastes her skill right before a big wave. I kinda wouldn't want to use Weapon in IS in particular, because of the SP items being able to fuck you over. She's great if you get the 2 SP and hit item, but the one where gives you SP per second can really screw you up.
I'm being assigned to combat?
Yeah, I've used chestnut before.
Give me a bit more time to get ready.
If you have an enemy that does extremely little elemental damage, but the elemental proc is very annoying to deal with, and for some reason you can't deal with that enemy by
Got it.
swapping operators around. Say, for example, the boss in SN, which requires a certain amount of walk, so you can't just gravel it, and it stuns your operator, so it would walk past if you don't use chestnut. That forced me to use chestnut. And yeah, that's about the only time I've used chestnut. No, that's a lie. I used it in a CC map once. On a CC8 maps against those archers. It was the one where we had 5 deploy limit. Yeah, I remember that one. The reason chestnut got used there was because I needed to keep Bubbles' armor up, so that she would be able to kill the archers with reflect. Because the archers reduce defense and Bubbles' kill reflects based on her own defense. That's why I use chestnut, to buff Bubbles' damage. Not the most common use case, I reckon. And yeah, I think those were the only times I've used him. EX8CM wasn't particularly hard, no. I kind of just brute forced it. The enemy is AFK a lot, so you have a free window to kill the boss. S5 kicked my ass really hard though. Yeah, capers from Bolivar probably. Well, you don't need to use vanguards or defenders that much, so you don't really need to. If you just want to beat it 10 times in a row with 5 stars. Realistically, you just need Wapuma and Scene. Everything else is just an addition. And then get whatever operators to kill the boss. You can build some of the agents though, they're both broken anyway. Hooray, free scout note. I don't want to get more casters or vanguards, but I would like another defender, so we're retooling Bubble. Hey, you've been here for a while. I'll add some more icons after 6 months or so, when these ones cap out. Extra lives, so we can start stacking shields or SP recovery. This only benefits Caper. I don't like the recovery per second, it's only useful while we're not fighting. I've already uploaded the video with S5. The only reason I could do it the way I did was because of Deep Cover being reset. Every time the boss teleported Deep Cover, he reset all of her summons, so I ended up having a lot more summons than I otherwise would have. Four fights here. Boss queue with 1 fight and no shop is awful. Yeah, the only path that makes sense to me is this. After I do this, I can summon 2 shops here. Though I can't really do much with 14 ingots, regardless.
There's a mission? I wanna go!
Besides they're working how the investment and item unlocks work, so that you don't have to do it separately for every single fucking IS. I would like that if they just make us start with more operators. Because the first couple of floors tend to be busy work, where you win easily. And the maps are very simple, you kind of just deploy your operators and wait until it ends. I would like it if we have harder maps to begin with, but to compensate, start with more operators, so you can actually reasonably fight those harder maps without starting with Ling every game. I use a macro for it. I mentioned that higher up in the chat if you want to look it up. The macro aside, which just automates the process and does it a bit slower than I would do it by hand. All it does is just reset on the first floor. So get Wapuma, AFK every stage by deploying Wapuma on difficulty 0, then invest all the ingots on the first floor and reset.
道を開けてくれないのなら全員倒すしかありません。
I think 5 operators is what makes sense. Oops. I should have pressed Hibiscus Q. It's not a big deal.
怖がらないでください。
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, I think 4 is too small of a difference. 5 is perfect in my opinion. Because 5 is about what you would have on the second floor, and the second floor is where we get slightly more interesting stages.
Doesn't matter to me. So many weaknesses.
Watch me cut all that. 体当たりだ。
Okay, we're safe.
Whatever you say.
I'm here to help.
Although the spear guy will take a while to die.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, the boss can deploy you on the exact same tile facing the same direction.
Flawless victory.
I don't really mind global damage bosses much, to be honest. It's not an unreasonable mechanic. The counter is just to deploy less shit, so you have less stuff to heal around the waves. We don't have a Rio medic. Let's get our perfumer. Do I want to summon a shop here or keep it for later? We'll get some ingots here. We'll empty the shop. Yeah, I never get good value out of the 3 random. 2 shops is as good as it gets for this room. Woohoo, so many good shit. And that's even before the reroll. We'll get the bow, of course, and deployment limit. Deployment limit, attack speed for snipers, 1 device, squad limit. How many ingots do we have? 4. Oh yeah, the red certs are completely throw. They're never worth using. No 7 deployment limit is a lot. Squad space is fine, so we'll skip out on this. Is this worth getting though? It buffs both medics and snipers, so probably, since I wanna stack up on both of them. Though their pots aren't a big deal in the first place.
Pleasure.
So it's not like you're losing that much if you don't max pot them.
Let's go.
It's very likely that Diamante will continue being the only one in his class for a long time. It's a poorly thought out archetype.
We're counting on you
Especially
again
when they
today,
give modules that give elemental damage to all of the other casters that aren't from this archetype. If every other caster can do elemental damage, what the fuck is the point in this archetype at all?
Yeah, Joker.
This is a somewhat questionable setup, I now realize.
So this is a battlefield. 光が力を蓄えています。Yes? How do you like this then?
Doesn't matter to me.
There's no reason for Spot to be there, by the way.
We're counting on you again today, little apple. Alright. I'm
Because it's mostly physical damage here. Well, casters are getting shafted. Wogus is really strong. There's a lot of super strong casters with crazy utility.
What are you with?
It's just that the primal caster archetype is nonsense, because other casters do elemental damage anyway. So its effect is kind of is just kind of useless.
Ooh, almost does that.
It's not specific to the archetype, so what's the point of it? What's their unique thing if other casters also do elemental damage after all?
Electric shock. What fragrance was looking at? Mamori Nikimasu.
Mission accomplished.
Does anyone know if farming red certs is actually worth it?
That wasn't
Obviously,
too
most
bad,
people
huh?
have done it. I farmed it out completely for Rose on the CN account I play on. But I'm not sure if actually bothering to get the red certs is worth it in and of itself. Like, they have some objective resource weight to the sanity you spent. Is that the efficient way to spend your sanity or not? This map again.
今壁が目の前で動いたって？何言ってんだ、そんなことあるわけねえだろ。
No, I'm not talking about model blocks. Obviously, you buy the model blocks. You can buy a finite amount of model blocks, though. I'm talking about farming out yellow certs from the 5 stars. Is that ever worth doing?
¿Crees que puedes atraparme? Ni de broma. Get around me, guys. Toronto, ve! I won't be afraid. Get around me, guys. What are you wearing? What's with all that hair on your head?
Yeah, I don't like the elemental damage models either.
Have to get serious now.
I don't mind the elemental model damage models existing either. I just think it's pointless to have both that and primal casters. Which is why I think primal casters aren't going to ever get anything useful. Also, primal casters are inherently bad unless they're 6 stars.
Getting shot hurts.
Self-sufficiency is very important.
Discharge.
Because if they can't proc the elemental effect properly on their own,
喧嘩か？
you might as well just use another caster.
That's fine with me.
Well, yeah, of course the 6-star primal caster will be good. They have to power creep W after all. They'll just proc a special elemental effect that's unique to them and makes the enemies explode and die. Its alternative effect is that will make people who spend all of their money on W salty. Is August a primal caster? Really?
Mission accomplished.
Thought he was a core caster. I mean, he does do elemental damage, unlike primal casters, so you have a point there, I guess.
風も波もない夜を過ごせますね。
Oh yeah, of course, every 6-star has a summon. That doesn't need to be stated. Yeah, he does elemental damage, so there's no way he's an elemental caster. That doesn't make sense. Ooh, caster damage. Super buff eaten. Don't mind at all. No. Wogus does a million different things other than just necrosis. That's just a minor side thing that he has in his model for no reason. So we have Spinach, Sniper, reduce collapse back to 0, lift everything up when a skill is activated, E2 Perfumer, extra health for snipers, even more. Should I rob this shop? I don't know, this feels like I should rob it. I'll just follow my gut. I don't need.
失望はさせません。皆さんのことは私がお守りします。
I'm pretty sure Wogus was a caster, lore-wise, long before we had ritualists as an archetype. So that was never an option.
Let's go! I'm here to have to do no yo-yo!
Well, in this case it was more about
Almost
whether it's worth robbing the shop relative to what I could get later.
Alright then.
And I think the answer I came to was yes. Anyhow. Yeah, we'll have Caper here.
What should I play with you guys?
Ethan will delete almost everything.
I have to get serious now. Alright, I'm up.
Wait, why the fuck do I have
Ooh,
spot
almost
deployed
done.
there? That's stupid.
I won't be afraid. Watch out!
I should have Bubble instead. Spot's gonna die if one of these guys goes crazy on him.
Yes, come on, chin up.
Well, Bubble is mostly fine.
Ve a casa con tu mami.
Spend the fireball effect here. Oh, that target switch was nasty.
Good scenery here, Doctor. That's why stay calm, my friend.
Alright then.
Think I need to delete this wave. No, I couldn't kill this guy. That's a pity. I was kind of hoping to get rid of him early. Also, holy shit, Caper is still alive. I'm shocked. Damn, good job, Caper. Instant one shot from Indigo, very nice. I think Wogus is fine. Like, he's super power creeping relative to other casters, but to a much more reasonable degree, and he brings some fun new mechanics. I don't really have any complaints about him. I think he's pretty cool. Well, I do have complaints about his model, but I don't think the model being some boring necrosis shit is that big of a deal. This is the shop robbing stage. If you rob the shop on floor 1, 2 or 3, you get this stage.
What should I play with you guys?
With hard work, even an idiot can get the job done.
Jack kind of makes more sense. Because I don't want any more casters. But I do want more specialists. Okay. We have spinach. So the usual. Hooray, Immortal. Dodge books for Ethan. Remove all collapse value. Lifting stuff up is nice. Oh, this is okay. She can power creep with her other skills, so don't worry about it. The shadows are imba enough on their own. Yeah, we can have a decent 4-star trap master. I don't see why not. Yeah, Ami is among the stronger 5 stars. Pretty good if you need to fight arts damage in particular. Or can use her skill for something.
I'm here to help.
Kind of a throw deploy order from me. Can I go straight to Bubba or do I need to stop for spot? Yeah, that's fine.
Alright then.
What's the greediest way I can possibly deploy this?
I won't be afraid.
Don't see any harm in this.
But you got your best stat!
Let's do this, so I can just have Ethan here. And okay, the map is over.
光が力を蓄えています。
I see Foul taking off. Probably.
We're counting on you again today, little apple. Whew, almost dozed off. 悪い人に立ち向かうぞ
I see you.
Well, eventually Amiya will have all classes. That's definitely the plan, right? We have 3 Amiyas right now. Though why do they always give her archetypes that are already super power crept? Like, she's an incant mage, right?
Stop hiding.
Medic. But 3 Doubter already exists. That's kind of sad. We don't have an Imba 6-star normal medic, so she could have been that. Oh, I guess they're going for all Desarts damage in every archetype. Yeah, that's a good point. There are snipers that do art damage already, so that's nothing new. W is actually one of them, for some fucking reason.
Very well done, Doctor.
Shirayuki does art damage too. Now we already have Gardamia. What do you mean technically? There are snipers that actually do art damage, not the blue poison's fake poison shit. Shirayuki and W do way more arts. Blue poison isn't even worth mentioning. A free win fight. I'll only accept Shirayuki as a whoop shooter if she throws even more comically oversized shurikens. If she throws something that's a reasonable size, I'll be very disappointed.
Well, it were?
Yes, Osta is in the blue poison group of... It's technically true because the damage he does is negative.
ドローン飛べ悪い人に立ち向かうぞ So this is a battlefield. I have to get serious now. ¿Crees que puedes atraparme? Ni de broma. 光が力を蓄えています。We're counting on you again today, little apple.
I see Foul taking off. Probable end.
Ve a casa con tu mami. Whew, we're counting on you again today, little apple. 逃げたいなら道を照らしましょう。
We can just block here.
Yeah, it won't be any use.
Okay, we can now AFK. Well, Amiya being an avatar of Korn is definitely a good point. She'll be a violent psychopath no matter what though. Yeah, yes, it makes sense that Amiya doesn't want to heal anyone. I take that back. An incantation medic is the only option she could have ever been. That's just who she is.
準備できましたこの敵たちはどれも波の危険さには及びません
Well, Defender Amiya doesn't have to be an arts defender. We've long gone past the point where defenders defend anything. They're all just guards with extra defense now.
ここだこれが見えないだろ
Mission accomplished.
Like between Mudrock, Penance, Horn, Blemish, Jessica Outer, I guess. What's another
The
broken
best kills
defender?
are one
I don't really
shot.
keep track of them. But you
Less
get the
pain
point.
for them.
That's just disgusting. We'll take the deployment limit. I was hoping for a Rio item here. At least we got a sniper. Shop is useless. Human, I guess. Pretty worthless reward from the boss. Though the debuff we got is irrelevant too. Scout plus Bosky. And then hopefully a bunch of fights. How's the bleed functioning like chapter 11 doc useful to a player though? It bleeds until it heals, right? So it just bleeds until it kills them. In other words.
I'm here to help. What should I play with you guys? Gather around me, guys.
I see clouds rising. Probable hostiles in the snow.
What are you waiting? What? You got your best scrap.
Come out. Stop hiding.
Hi.
Great luck. Got a tailwind today.
Okay, we can just leave spot there until the end of time.
We're counting on you again today.
And we're done. That's it. Stage is over.
I have to get serious now. I won't be afraid.
Why is this guy so energized? Oh yeah, the extra attack speed from the item. I completely forgot about it. I mean, we already have 6 stars with bleed, so you can see how it works. It also slows everything, and it lasts for a really long amount of time. That's what Asuka one does, right?
I see clouds rising. Probable hostiles in the snow. I see you.
Mission accomplished.
I remember doing that in IS2, mostly for myself, where I ran some random 6 stars plus 3 stars. If I use 4 stars plus some random 6 star, it becomes too trivial. Bosky first, then scout, then fight, then emergency. Downside is that we might have to spend an extra device here, but it's preferable to running into Bosky fights with the scout debuff. Lower deploy limit is perfectly fine. How much deployment limit do we have? Just to be sure. 1 or 2 for the emergencies. And 1 from here. Okay, so 4 or 5 depending on the fight we take. A 5 deployment limit is enough for this. Let's go. Well, if I'm playing with something like 4 stars plus Osta, that just means I take Osta and then don't use him. So it's just wasting a sniper ticket.
Careful, everyone.
Unless I commit to wasting the DP2.
Gather around me, guys.
For in return I get a worse pinecone. I suppose I can do that, though I don't think it's particularly
What should I play with you guys?
interesting. I think Myrtle wins that. She does not in fact win that. Dog time.
So this is a battlefield.
Need a defender, preferably now. Okay, we should be okay now. The sniper goes down, but that's fine. We can kill it in a bit. Wait, why do I not have for... Oh, I only get the other deployment limit for bosses. That's so troll.
Yes.
I've been cheated. Okay, use this here. Remove this because it's a pest.
I see you.
What are you waiting for?
Foggy today. Bad luck.
So this is a battlefield. My turn now. My turn. Ve a casa con tu mami. Whew. We're counting on you again today, little apple. Yes? Ooh, almost dozed off.
Yeah, fine.
That's fine with me.
Doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, we're letting that one go.
So this
Give
is
it on a medic. And just eat the drone.
やってみましょう。
ここだここいいぞもっとやれ
That will take care of almost everything. One caster we cannot heal, so he's just a damage bonus.
we're counting on you again today, little
Get
apple.
rid of the other drone. That's not safe. He's gonna proc it there.
やってみましょう。
Yep. That's what I thought was gonna happen. Might not be that big of a deal. Deflect the damage away from Ethan. If it's spread out.
Stay calm, my friend. 喧嘩冷たいお水をかぶって目が覚めた
We have a bunch of lives, so leaking a little bit isn't too much of a problem. Though I'd rather not leak 9 enemies if I can help it.
We're counting on
Is
you
it running
again
at
today,
full
little
speed
apple.
or slowing down?
盾を構えるぞ
ここだここいいぞもっとやれ
Okay, get rid of that drone.
やってみましょう。
There we go. That should cover everything.
What should I play with you guys?
I misread what the item does. It doesn't give you a bonus for emergency, it gives you a bonus for boss fights, which is actually better. But I miscounted how much deploy I would have. I think I could have played it better. But regardless, a win is a win.
Yes?
I see foul taking.
What? Because your best is that!
I see you.
Mission accomplished.
Think I should have just had Bubble out for the trash mobs. She can sow them and then just go straight to Ethan. Ignore the casters until a bit later and then Totter. So Totter, Perfumer, Bubble and Ethan. Yeah, and Psycho Totter with Jaya. Totter removes casters and then we get Jaya back in to bait the drone shots. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe that's not ideal either. Gummy. We'll need that later. Not great runes. We'll apply this later. Ask for the wish. Well, obviously this. If it's gonna show up, we're gonna take it. So we can't skip this, of course. Much better because of the spinach. No other changes needed. Yeah, the outers, some of the outers are really strong.
I'm here to help.
So that's a lot easier than you
What
think.
kind of
I could do
battle
it,
will
I
it
guess,
be?
but Cruise Outer is super imba. So I think just using her would make it pretty trivial. She's like a Great Road, but stronger. Do I even need to do anything else?
I have to get
I feel like
serious
Ethan's
now.
gonna solo the stage.
ここだこいいぞもっと
Though
や
I
れ
should probably give him a medic.
I see clouds rising. Probable hostiles in the snow. I see you.
Ooh, so much reflect damage. Oh yeah, Ethan destroys everything himself. No surprise there.
Stop moving.
I guess I need something to deal with the pigs
I have to get serious now.
before I can properly go AFK.
Ooh, almost dozed off. ¿Crees que puedes atraparme? Mi broma.
Okay, now I can go AFK. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Come out. Stop hiding. Stop moving.
Mission accomplished.
And I'm back. Did I leak anything? I wasn't paying attention, obviously. Most is unnecessary. Egg cutter for the other boss. And we have enough devices to take both fights. Unless we have 2 devices, we have to go blind through the 5th floor. Yeah, I thought that didn't leak, I just wasn't sure. This fight might be a bit dangerous. Oh yeah, I forgot, I need to apply. Oh, and it isn't even consumed. Okay, now we have enough devices to do what we want. We shouldn't need to change anything. Just deploy Ethan really fast. Then casters in the usual, then something to kill the one sniper. Caper should be good with it, good for it.
Let's go! I'm here to help. Gather around me, guys.
Oh, an invisible tile for Ethan. That's really convenient. Will help a lot. We'll bait if we need to,
What should I play with you guys?
which we absolutely do.
水場の清掃なら得意だよ。
どうするいいぞもっとやれ
Gather around me, guys.
Kill the one asshole that walked past Ethan. And then we just set up a kill here.
I see clouds rising. Probable hostiles in the snow.
悪い人に立ち向かうぞ。I have to get serious now.
Stop moving.
光が力を蓄えています。
どうしやすか?
Nice. Invisible Indigo, so we don't even have to spend an operator on bait. A bit of a dangerous spot, but we should be fine.
What should I play?
I see you.
Because the hammer should get wrecked fairly quickly.
暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど、お前を料理するには十分だぜ。
みんなお腹すいた？海面が少し逃げたいのなら道を照らしましょう。元気出して。
Add two of the enemies.
少しそう僕に体当たり。
Use skill. Add some bait to stall them out a bit.
はいよ。はいこっち向いて。うわっちゃ。
いざもっとやれ。
Add a second medic. We might
See
need it
you.
if we have to tank two bullies at once. Yeah, we definitely do.
産物を潤すのが大事だよ。
Oh, that was close. We almost leaked something.
やってみましょう。鱗取り。
Mission accomplished.
My favorite caster is Shirayuki. Unfortunately, Pudding kind of power creeped her, so now I
残業を
haven't used her in a while.
よし、今回の任務もパーフェクトだね。
No, that's pretty good. I should have bought it when I got it in the shop earlier, on the first floor. Yeah, pure stream S1 works with spinach. Array, random item, deployment limit, and health. Oh, very good. I think the fight should be... No, I prefer the item choice than the recruit. We have everything we need in terms of squad. This makes a lot of sense. I already have good King's Relics, I think. Yeah, so if I see the item, I would go for it. But I don't need the extra block. That's kind of worthless. We'll take this. It makes it much easier to tank the boss. Yeah, though Shiryuki can still have some uses over Pudding, it's very rare these days. Pudding is strong. We don't have any fight removals. Oh, this could be a pain. We have 3 fights to go through. Okay. It should be the most annoying one for the squad they have. For a normal stage, of course. Challenge mode will be much more annoying.
Assigned to combat? Oh, just give me a bit more time to get ready.
Not having a Nitu Jaya is gonna be a huge pain here. Maybe I should have removed the debuff, because I have some runes for it.
Let's go.
What tiles are invisible? Okay, these tiles here. So we can have eaten almost so this side. Anyway, we're going to have to drop this enemy.
Ooh, almost dozed off.
I don't think I can tank it realistically. Even if I block the attack, I don't have any buffs on Gummy. So we're just going to let these through. Nothing I can do about it.
What should I play with you guys?
We'll set up Ethan to remove problems there later.
What are you with? Ve a casa con tu mami.
What tile can we get the most buffs possible on Totter? Doesn't make sense for that
I
tile.
see foul taking off.
We'll go with the usual.
Probable enemy.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
I see you.
Bubble has to be here by necessity, more or less. because that's where the heavies come through.
お水のお届けだよ。
どうすりゃいいんだ。目の前真っ暗になっているか。
Hopefully Ethan can just take care of those on his own,
Come out.
and we don't need to commit anything else there. Stun would be best. And we'll try to swap bodies and everything else.
位置についたよ。
I should have taken Spot instead of Pudding.
I see you.
There's no SWAT I can efficiently use her on.
I see you.
目の前真っ暗になってねえか。
Yeah, I'm also gonna leak this guy. I just don't have enough stuff for it.
力を蓄えています。What are you waiting? はいよ。はい、こっち向いて。
Also, they cancelled the hit and then he still became invisible. That's just bull. This stage is
I
evil.
see you.
Double health on the caster.
So this is a... 夜明けまで守りに行きます。
Ooh, a one shot. Yeah, actually, Jack can't tank anything.
Come out.
俺が見えないだろ。
Good scenery here, Doctor.
There's nothing to heal, so we can't use the skill. As expected, we're leaking a bunch of this.
Wait, what? You got your best. 冷たいお水。はい、こっち向いて。
This stage is actually stupidly annoying to play without Roberta.
I see you.
位置についたよ。
We can't stop him with only one body, so we might as well just throw bodies here to try and wait for Ethan's skill activation to happen. Okay, 5 leaks through. I think I'd have a lot less leaks if I just brought Spot along. Note to self, minimize the amount of range bodies you bring to this stage.
So this
That's the solution for it, more or less. I need more bodies to throw. At this point, it's definitely the hunt. Even if I've beaten it off stream, I've never done it on stream. Unironically, my strongest build supporter is Tsukinogi. I'm sure a lot of people will argue with you unless your only build supporter is Tsukinogi. Though it is possible if your only other supporter is Orchid, Turf Spirit, and... what was the really bad 5-star Roberta? Those are definitely worse than Tsukinogi. No argument there. We'll take Meteor. Caper support. This should be doable, especially if we get a good buff. I'll try and get rid of the entity thing though. Windlift, yeah, Windlift. Oh yeah, maybe you have 9 covers too. So that statement could be something that most people will agree to, depending on what supporters you have built. Okay, we have an invisible Ethan tile. That's helpful, I suppose, though we are absolutely leaking the first one of these.
We're counting on you again today, little
Well,
apple.
maybe not.
光が力を蓄えています。
Oh, no lucky binds for me. This is... yeah, 5 tiles on the more annoying enemies, but 2 on the other ones.
I have to get serious now.
Hi.
Don't play stuff next to Ethan.
おいしいもの食
よ。どうせ暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど、お前を料理するには十分だぜ。
やっちゃおっか。グムにやらせて。
Yeah, we need his
I
damage
see
here
Cloud
more.
taking off.
We're counting on you again today, little apples.
Come out. Stop hiding.
ドクターの言うみんなどいて。Oh, careful. Gather around me, guys.
Won't be any use.
Yep, electric charge.
ここだここ。目の前真っ暗になって。
Don't wanna waste bubble on pushing this one back. If it leaks, I'm fine with that.
¿Crees que puedes atraparme? Ni de broma.
Instead, do this.
お届けだよ。
I assume Pure Stream can keep her alive for a bit.
海面夜明けまで守りに行きます。
She shouldn't be able to kill this, for the record.
よし。
Wait a bit longer before skill. Yeah, I'm correct on that much.
盾を構えるぞ。
Yeah, I can't tank these things at all. Let it go. May it roam free.
やってみましょ
I won't be.
It won't be any use.
う。三枚おろし。
はいよ。Yep, collector on standby. はい、こっち向いて。
Stop moving.
ここだここ。暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど、お前を料理するには十分だぜ。
Come out. Stop hiding.
How do you like this then?
Yeah. やってみましょう。
We're about to leak a bunch of enemies.
水洗い。
Come out. Stop hiding.
Because we're a bit statistically challenged.
悪い人に立ち向かうぞ。Fire discharge.
海面夜明けまで守りに行きます。どうすりゃいいんだ。手が見えないだろ。
Eh, better than expected. Ah, those runners. 2500 or something, probably. Somewhere around that range. Maybe less. They're not untankable, but you need to be able to kill them at a reasonable pace. I absolutely cannot kill them at a reasonable pace.
Ni de broma.
暴力じゃなくて。
発射。
やってみましょう。
Watch me cut all that hair on your head.
As for this bear, it has about 1 million attack at this point. Tanking it isn't an option. Well, maybe if it was that run with the quartz with 50,000 health, I'd have a shot.
グムがみんなを守る。
やってみましょう。
どうせ暴力じゃ何も解決できないけど、お前を料理するには十分だぜ。
I see you.
Watch me cut all. みんなどいて。
Don't wonder about how much health this bear has. You don't want to know.
Mission accomplished.
Strongest as in highest build is an extremely liberal definition of strongest, I believe. Oh, the item was useless. And we have another emergency we need to do. Oh, requested enemies isn't that bad. I'll do the combo just so I can get rid of this room. Let's see if we can knock down some collapse value with random combos we don't care about. Yeah, it knocks out one. I need two more. Let's regenerate some lives. Oh, nice bear. And one more. This shouldn't affect the boss fight, I reckon. The other way around, it shouldn't affect this node. And we took down the irrelevant debuff. That's a pity. I was hoping to get rid of the other one, because that one is really dangerous.
Leave the long distance support to me.
Jaya won't do anything at T1, so he can sit this one out. Oh no, he deliberately said strongest. It's an intentional arguing tactic. I'm sure there's some term for it when you're deliberately using terms in a way you know people will misinterpret.
Do be careful, everyone.
We can just put her here for the moment.
Here, Doctor.
Oh, she just died to the caster. That was, in fact, a bad spot for Myrtle. Well, we're a bit short on good spot. I guess she should have been here instead. Okay, straight to Caper.
Si puedes atraparme, ni de broma.
The wind is blowing in the right direction. Perfect chance.
Watch me cut all that hair on your head.
I like how it gave
I've been
me
waiting for a while.
5 useless tiles. Sorry, 6 useless tiles. Thank you for that.
Feel the wind.
水場の清掃なら得意だよ。へへ、トゲトゲアタック。
Okay, we can finally get out eaten. That took forever.
Watch me cut all that hair on your head.
Perfect chance.
Good scenery here, Doctor. Ooh, gather around me, guys.
Indigo click.
Critical hit.
光が力を蓄えています。
If Pure Stream dies, we'll have Perfumer on the top to cover more or less the same tiles. Actually, Pudding makes more sense for AoE. Helps clear these assholes a lot.
海面が少し想像しいですね。
We don't need to use the skill here
道を照らします。
and just try to delete this asshole.
I have to get serious now.
Screw the chests. Money is useless to me anyway.
うわ、本当にやってる。Almost dozed off.
I see you.
So for now, we'll have a caster somewhere.
ドローン飛べ。
And that caster will be instantly retreated the moment Pure Stream dies. Which makes me wonder why I bothered deploying them there in the first place.
Feel the wind.
喧嘩？よーし、ぐるっと一回で。
Now we're staying alive somehow. Longer than I expected to. If we can get rid of the big thing, we have a
Perfect chance.
small chance to keep Babu alive.
喧嘩産物を潤すのが
俺が見えないだろ。
Damn.
準備できました。
Good job, Pure Stream. The extra res makes all the difference. It's because she went all the way to 40 res. Slightly unfortunate timing, but Caper plus Meteor should be able to finish that off.
Come out. Stop hiding.
Okay, we kind of lucked out there. I wasn't relying on the item that gives me extra defense, but it showed its value really well here.
Come out. Stop hiding.
These guys being an invisible is kind of an advantage, because it lets me pick them off from the group. Ideally, Ethan charges here and keeps them in place
This is the shot.
for this guy to be removed safely. Okay, we win.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, the hand of Ethan is really bad in IS2. It's a much better item in IS4.
Mission complete.
Yeah, the levitation relic made me consider taking Pinecone, but the only problem we should have is the boss, and I can't levitate the boss. I wouldn't have leaked on the other fight if I had it, for the record. There's a few options. But yeah, we'll take Pinecone. Maybe we won't use her. We'll see. Yeah, it's a super strong relic. Kind of carried that fight. No runes for the third ending is pretty nasty though. I don't think a new one Pinecone can break up the tiles. We only have spinach for damage, right? Yeah, spinach and the bow. Not worth the DP then. This gets one shot, this gets one shot. This gets one shot, but it redeploys faster. I'll try not to use Jaya much.
Everybody, let's go.
So we have these tiles. The invisibility relic is completely fucking useless as always. I'm glad the game is consistent about that at least. So you can tank it. Okay, you can tank one hit for me. Then for the second hit we'll have Gummy take it. I assume you don't get one shot. Okay, and you can burn through the rest of the tiles. We'll leave Pure Stream healing herself.
Critical hit.
I have to get serious now.
This setup kind of sucks us, but so do the operators that can actually kill something here
Critical hit.
in less than 1 million years.
Feel the wind.
Yeah, Meteor is slow as fuck. Even though she's not even attacking the bears. Especially because she's doing the ground tiles first. And we have no good attack speed buffs.
Serious now.
Critical hit.
Thank god we have no DP debuffs. We'd be super dead otherwise. We can speed up once this tile is opened.
Critical hit.
Shit.
What should I call it? What are you waiting? Watch out! Here comes Furry Dwell! Careful!
Feel the wind.
Okay, now we're approaching normalcy.
Yep. Understood. Collector on standby.
Critical hit.
Not sure if I can keep this thing in range, but I can try. One more hit. Okay, there we go.
Awaiting your orders.
Yep, that's a valid tank. We're giving up a bit of attack speed for a bit, so we can
See foul.
美味しいもの食べよ
keep Ethan alive through the caster spam.
真っ暗になってねえか
Do we need to, or can we just do
How
this?
do you like this then?
Yeah, Ethan can his own us. And this is a safe spot to have Murta win, while we're setting up for the next part of the boss fight.
Ooh, gather around me, guys.
It won't be any
Two casters take care of everything there, so
I'll stay vigilant.
just add Meteor. And then Gummy back in the center,
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
because this Coam can take a hit better anyway. Okay, that part's taken care of.
What are you waiting? Let's look at all that hair on your head.
This is the shot.
The spot we have Caper in is obviously less than ideal,
Counting on you again
but we'll
today,
work with
little
what we
apple.
have. Think we should be on time with the kill. Yeah, they should kill fairly quickly. Unless we need to deploy Pure Stream or Indigo to help somewhere. We'll have Jaya. I'm not sure if he does meaningful damage here. We'll find out based on how much he heals for. 131 healing.
Chance.
Acceptable damage threshold.
どうすりゃ暴力じゃ何も解決できないけどお前を料理するには
Caper is dead weight now because she is being taunted, but that ended quickly enough. Save Perfumer's Q to keep Ethan alive, and we'll drop Pure Stream to heal if need be. The dodge he gets kind of buffs him,
Yes?
so maybe he won't need it at all. If he didn't want to so hold the right lane, he shouldn't have been so fucking good at it.
Feel the wind.
Well, at least we're almost done.
ここだここいいぞもっとやれ
Oh, actually, that's really dangerous. I shouldn't have let it get so close.
Perfect chance.
We'll heal later. We can... Later is now.
This is the shot. Feel the wind.
Do we need more block here? 3 enemies exactly. I really should have taken Bubble as one. I cannot use her skill safely right now, though she is tanky enough to deal with these guys. So it's also not exactly critical.
力を蓄えています What are you waiting? Let's look at all that discharge.
We didn't have a traditional dog lick. How unusual.
Mission accomplished.
Kirara doesn't have infinite binds. If you have damage relics, she can work there, but she needs to kill stuff a lot faster than Ethan does, and she doesn't actually have more damage than Ethan, so you need ridiculous relics to make that work. Yeah, if I could pick where this goes, it'd be great, but it's worthless otherwise. Okay. Gummy. Spinach Abuser 1. And Pinecone's too expensive. Yeah, Mizuki would work fine. Of course. Manticore works fine too. And the attack speed rune. Excellent. Our damage is low, so we're kind of relying on the invisibility. We have neither the stat to tank the boss, nor the damage to spawn kill it, so the only way we win this fight is if we get a god tier invisibility tile. There's nothing useful a safe house can give me, so we're getting the encounter. Yeah, this is a useless encounter. I don't want to take more debuffs. This is usually a free win. I'll see if there's some way I can fuck it up. I should have brought Pinecone. The lift-off would have been useful. Nah, Manticore has way more damage than Ethan. She should do okay.
Let's go.
I don't think I can apply the rune here properly. Which is why we're doing it like this in the first place. Straight to Ethan, please. Oh shit, that's gonna wake up the chest. I want this tile anyway, so fuck it. Wake up, you asshole.
I see Foul taking off. Probable ambush in the grass. I see you.
Stay still, please.
はいどうすりゃいいんだどう目の前真っ暗になってねえか
Okay, what are we setting up where? Caper plus a single target medic here. If we're forced to tank anything, we're super dead. Because the map is full of things that cannot really be tanked.
This is the shot.
Might have to leak a few enemies here, because this thing is gonna insta-kill. It was the wrong deploy for the fight. Okay, we're fine thanks to lucky item binds. Die please.
I see you.
Ethan should have been here facing up. That's how I did it normally. In the center, covering both lanes isn't useful to me, because it just blocks these tiles off. So it's not really to my benefit.
Alright, I'm up.
Also, I should have taken Cutter, but it's a bit too late to really think about that. Because Cutter can be here and do damage.
The wind is blowing in the
I have to get serious now.
I see you.
Might still be fine. But I don't think this tile has that much value over this tile here. Reducing the control over the center might not have been a big deal. Because the center is kind of easy to deal with anyway. I say as I'm definitely going to leak this. Well, since it's split in the middle. I'm waiting for the moment Ethan misses a bind. Because I don't want to use his skill for these assholes anyway. Okay, we kind of have to, I guess.
Won't be any use.
Myrtle to heal Bubble. Oh, Perfumer to heal Bubble.
Won't be any use.
Yep, discharge. That's fine with me.
Won't be any use.
Let's look at all that hair on your head.
Wait until he actually misses a bind. And we'll push him back in range.
Won't be any use.
Okay, that should be everything. Wait, does Gummy sow that or does she die eventually? It's really close. I can't tell. Oh, she'll definitely be fine with a few stacks on her head. Oh, it's not the biggest concern either way.
What are you waiting? Let's look at all that hair on your head. Collector on standby.
That's through 3000 defense. So these guys have 6000 attack if you're wondering. This is completely balanced as you can imagine. And it's a perfectly reasonable amount for an enemy to have.
光への恐れを生むんです。元気出してドローン飛べ。
Mission accomplished.
I think this should have been 0 leaks. Bad tile setups. Ethan should have been 1 down, then I could have more stuff on the bottom. 1100 DPS is way more than Ethan does on a single target. Also, you probably end up using her S1 because of spinach. Either of this is worthless at this point. You don't need much damage on the right lane, but the bigger problem is that she does arts damage. Ethan does physical. Enemies on the right side have low defense. Okay, we're right at the end. This is why I didn't use a rune earlier. I had no way to apply it on both fights. I have Arturia, yeah. And the other one too. Haven't built either. Who do I throw out for Pinecone is what I'm wondering basically. These 3 are the core for killing the boss. The rest are basically on the job for... These maybe I give up on Gummy, because if I have to tank the boss I'm already dead. I don't have the tools to tank the boss at all. He will simply one-shot everything. They do kind of need 2 blockers. There's nothing I can do to throw, to be honest. There's only 2 outcomes right now. Either the invisibility spawns on a tile where I can abuse it and it gives me a win, or it doesn't and I die because I don't have the stats to fight the boss. I'm just trying to sneak Pinecone into this squad, but I'm not sure there's anything I want to throw out for her. Oh shit, we need Cutter too. Yeah, screw it.
了解。カッター入隊する。
Do we just go with 1 medic? Yeah, I'm gonna go with 1 medic.
私の出番ですね。
Because I don't have health, the boss will simply one-shot everything in his second phase. Since I can't tank him, I don't have the stats for that. We just need to abuse the invisibility. We do have spinach. Where's the invisibility? Here. Good tiles. We have 6 full tiles of use from it.
I'm here to help.
We're going to be aiming at this tile.
I'll stay vigilant.
道を開けてくれないのなら全員倒すしかありません。
Feel the wind.
I see clouds rising. Probable hostiles in the snow.
I have to get serious now. 悪い人に立ち向かうぞ。やっちゃおっか。
Some of these go straight in like this. Oh, we can do a bit of damage to the boss now. Emphasis on a bit. We'll do more when he whoops around the second time.
ドクターの言う通りにするよ。発射。
Indigo can work from the debuff tile. Oh, of course, he's gonna want here.
We're counting on you again today, little apple. 僕に任せて。はい、当たりだ。 So this is a battlefield. Careful!
Kill the drone for later. And see how we can nuke the boss. We're hoping we dispel this tile here and this tile here. Otherwise we're probably screwed. Anyway.
Yep. Whew, almost dozed off. 戦場は墓場よ。
The boss will just one-shot this.
どうしやすか。
No point in even pretending. And now we'll see what we can do with this.
Feel the wind.
My bet will be on not much, but we'll see what we get. We need to wait for the red buff to dispel, otherwise we're definitely screwed. 2 more seconds.
Critical hit.
Yep, and it didn't remove the debuff on either of them, which is super fucked.
Hello, let's do our best.
This is the shot.
They should leave long enough for me to be able to heal them again.
Perfect chance.
18 seconds to heal. Is that actually safe? Nope. Didn't look safe to me either. The boss was just taking forever to fire. And that tile isn't safe either, so that enemy is going straight through. That's kind of a problem.
Perfect chance.
What tile can we use here? We'll see if we can kill one.
Good scenery here,
Stop moving.
Yeah, barely. Okay, and we can hold this position for now.
Feel the wind.
Proceed to do 0 damage to the boss with Cutler S1. Very nice.
What are you waiting for? Ve a casa con tu mami.
I feel like I'm killing it so slowly I'm gonna time out.
Use.
No, at least we can deal with these assholes.
Perfect chance.
There's no other job for these ones, so let's kill some trash mobs. We can only leak so many enemies after all. Though my guess on what's gonna happen is that the boss will just time me out. As far as I know, he doesn't reset his timer between phases. Oh, does it? I remember on my first kill, I killed the first phase. Not my first kill. The first time I fought this boss, I killed the first phase and then I immediately exploded. I guess my memory of it was wrong. Now this should just wander in here and die. We can ignore it. Can she survive one hit? She has less health than Click, right? Eh? Why does Indigo have more health than Click? That makes no sense. Something weird's going on with that. I know for a fact she has less health than...
This is the shot.
than Click normally. I've used it in a room before. Yeah, she gets one shot, so I guess Click... I guess the operators have higher health when they're actually deployed. No, plus Snake... Yeah, look, now that it's not deployed, the health is lower. So we get extra health when we deploy them for whatever reason. I know for a fact Indigo has lower health because I've used it in a run to throw the targeting of a boss. That's why I was 100% sure.
Critical hit.
Annoying speedrunning boss. Yeah, I'm doing no damage to it at all. We might have a shot. Barely. Only thanks to the invisibility. We absolutely don't have the items to fight this fight. I don't have the health per... Oh yeah, I do have the health per deployed operator. That's probably why. Okay, so next it's going here. So close to timing out. Would be really helpful for it to actually come to a place where I can shoot it. next teleport, right? Which should be the last window we get, I think.
Come out. Stop.
Okay, so someone said the timer resets. I honestly don't know if that's true. I know the other bosses do, so I guess we're about to find out.
Critical hit.
Whew. Oh, we're counting on you again today, little apple.
Nah, are you sure?
と聞いてます。
I'm pretty sure it doesn't reset. He still has his full movement. I think we're dead due to lack of damage this run. I just can't kill the boss. The boss has relatively high res, right? Also physical just scales better, especially when I have something like Meteor. Ah, good idea. Now go get 13 lives. Oh well, we can watch the boss explode, I guess.
I see you.
Here's about the maximum damage I can do with this squad, if they don't get distracted by random spawning enemies. Maybe I should have aimed at this style, at least it has less distractions. But regardless, I just didn't have the damage to fight this. That's all there was to it.
This is the shot.
Maybe, let's say I get slightly more damage out of Pinecone instead of Caper. I still won't be anywhere close to killing this.
Chance.
What are you waiting? What? You got your best.
That's fine. I just didn't feel like a particularly strong run, item-wise. So the outcome was about what I expected. If I was anywhere outside of the invisible tiles, I would have just died instantly. 50 res and 1900 defense. Do you know how the damage reduction applies? Is it before or after defense? Because you know the boss has 15% damage reduction. Is that taken out before or after? I assume after. Sorry, I assume before the... Yeah, after the defense is applied. Whichever one is less. Yeah, I would have definitely won that if it resets. Yeah, damage reduction is always after, except a few times where it isn't. The Wu has damage reduction that is before defense for some reason. Let's take Indigo first. But that's more because the Wu applies a debuff that makes you do less damage to the Wu, but doesn't actually reduce your attack. She's a weird one. I think there was some other enemy which also applied damage reduction after defense. It's yeah, it's just coded differently.
私の出番ですね。
Well, the biggest consequence that you might have noticed on both boss fights, both the third one and the fifth one, we got completely fucking worthless items that gave me zero value. Promote 3 operators and 1 squad and deployment limit. The boss pools are polluted with some really useless items.
Yeah, fine.
I'd say that's the hardest part about IS4. Like, you have the fucking shoes in the boss pool, which you're never gonna take instead of a good boss item. Well, how else do you even read the name? That's the sound the letters should make.
Whatever you say. Hey, catch.
Or is it supposed to be Tallulah? I fucking hate English. Letters make no sense. And have nothing to do with what sound you're supposed to make.
はい、バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Yeah, exactly. It just has a massive...
はい、バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
心の汚れが光への恐れを生むんです。Mission accomplished.
Yeah, you can only get the shoes from the boss pool. I have no idea why the shoes are in the boss
よ
pool.
かった。
It's so awful.
風も波もない夜を過ごせますね。
Hooray, a bunch of hope. Ghosts because it's faster. I guess the developer of Swire's Paradox Sim had some ideas about how to fix her, that he didn't get to put in her module.
目的地はどこでしたっけ？
Yeah, anything that gives you base stats is super broken.
ここですか？
All of the stuff that just directly buffs your operator's attack at the start of the stage gives base stats too.
Alright then.
Oh, it would be an okay item with if it had
はい。
additive attack. I think it would actually be kind of meh if it was the only one like that. Imagine you drop Suitor, press her S3 for 300% attack, and then you get 80% if you fulfill the condition Fault Fan. It's not that impressive, is it? So I understand why it's multiplicative. It's also consistent with every other item, so it would be a lot weirder if it wasn't multiplicative.
Accomplished.
I don't think
Hard work. Even
fundamentally
an idiot can get
flawed
the
is
job
the
done.
issue. I think her numbers are just bad. That's not a fundamentally unfixable issue. She just needs a model that would make Frostleaf good, which wasn't happening, yeah. But low numbers aren't a design failure. The kit works. It just needs higher numbers to make sense. This is the problem with buffers in general, but unless they, like in every game, it's not particular to Arknights. It's all about opportunity cost. If you're going to get more DPS by using one more DPS instead of the buffer, why would you use the buffer? Why did I deploy Indigo first? The fuck? Yeah, I have a max Swire too. Doesn't mean I have to pretend she's useful. We can be honest about Swire. It's fine.
守り抜きます。
釘のようにここでしっかり支えます。
Well, she's just a buffer, so her own attack is irrelevant. The problem is that her buff is also irrelevant. Like, you're not gonna talk about how Shamare has low attack or whatever, or a wonky range, because her skill is fucking broken. Her buffy, her
Holding a shield is tiring, pal.
debuff thing is always worth it.
バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
If Swire had a competitive buff that was worth using over a DPS in the same spot, then she would be a good operator. That's all there is to it. It's all numbers. There are kids that are just bad. The cat with green hair, Harmony. Her kit makes 0 sense. She slows enemies, which only affects them while they're not blocked. Then she has bonus damage against enemies that are blocked. That's a design failure. It makes 0 sense for those things to be on the same operator. It's completely the opposite effect. They don't synergize at all. It's a literal anti-synergy. But her numbers are relatively fine, so nobody talks about how she's a horrible unusable operator, because she does damage.
家を一軒建てるより
Even though her skill is fucking moronic.
ドクター、私たちもしかしてちょっとすごいですか？
Yeah, but the problem is when you activate Swire S2, you just activated a terrible skill that doesn't do anything. because the damage from it is just never worth it. Unless you're doing memes for buffs to one-shot Patriot. Oh, you barely need buffs for that at this point. Always get the device. And nothing else we want here. My bro, that's the most cope thing I've ever read. Harmony is meant to slow enemies to desync their walking. I'm assuming you're being facetious here. Why would slowing them even desync them? That's not how it works. Because she slows enemies in an area, right? Or is her slow only on her main attack? That's kind of more terrible. Because it's just gonna get her attack spread over everything.
Alright then.
I should have done a different deploy. We need to nuke the other shadow out of existence now before it kills Pinecone. We have 5 Ho instructors. Doberman, Swire, the other 5-star one that's welfare, the other 5-star one that's a welfare, and the Boo one whose name I can't remember. And somebody in chat is going to get mad with me for it. Yeah, I guess we have 5 of them. The more you know. Oops, Pinecone died. That's unfortunate. We might actually be dead.
We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Whatever you say. Don't see any harm in this.
I haven't played with Pinecone for too long. Only one leak through of that. I'm shocked. Oh yeah, powers. Yeah, I was wondering what that operator was called. Croissant bait. Is this an emergency? Well, we're gonna take every fight here.
Awesome.
Another
Finally,
top
my
tier
time has come.
floor where we get to rob everything.
Let's go.
Ah, the cancer chest. That makes this stage hell to play without a medic.
I'm here to help.
Alright then.
Gather around me, guys. Ooh, almost dozed off.
Okay, since we got rid of it, we can now safely remove the chest with Pinecone.
See any harm in this.
Safely might be exaggerating a fair bit.
Understood.
準備できました。海面で心の汚れが。
血金を引く。
Damn, this is looking really bad.
Whatever you say. Hey, catch.
はいよ。はい、こっち向いて。
普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。はい。血金を。
Hooray! We survived
普
this.
段通り釘を打てば
I
大
hate this
丈
stage with
夫。
automatic medic. Well, Cardigan wasn't wrong. All the enemies that she was blocking died before her.
Ah, a flawless
She died to
victory.
the caster. So there was no lies there from Cardigan. She just wasn't talking to the caster. Take Roberto for later. It's not like I can use supporters as DPS anyway. And the healing isn't that important. Click Myrtle Roberto. Click this. No, Chowder is bad now. We have W in the game. The only broken operator is W right now. And I guess Ines, but she's broken for different reasons. Ines is broken because she's Myrtle.
アイシャドウパレットは3001番がいいかな。それとも3002番？ Let's go!
道を開けてくれないのなら全員倒すしかありません。
Yeah, fine. So many weaknesses.
Oh yeah, we have this shit. This might end poorly for me.
I'm here to help.
But we have plenty of bodies to cycle.
Gather around me, guys.
釘のようにここでしっかり刺す。普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
やっちゃおっか。
バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
杖が
みんなどいて。
So many weaknesses.
心の汚れが光への恐れを生むんです。
I have to get serious now.
血金を。
I have to get serious now.
Yeah, because Mjolnir doesn't cost any DP.
Hey, catch.
If they both one-shot everyone, you're obviously gonna use the one that costs 5 DP.
Gather around me, guys.
No, Legend doesn't really replace Mjolnir. Don't get me wrong, she is better than him, but there's really no reason to use one over the other for most content. You press red button, everything dies. Because she's the best Vanguard in the game, that's why she's broken. Ask somebody who plays 6-star to explain properly why Ines is broken. I know she is, but I don't really care enough about 6 stars. If you need DP, there's just no better option. That's all there is to it. Because she murders stuff, debuffs stuff, reveals invisible stuff, and gives you a million DP. She just does way too many stuff. And she's competent at all of them. So they're not really gimmicks. Just an extremely practical operator. I was worried I would get this stage. Okay. Oh, how do you set up here?
I'm here to help.
We start with Myrtle here.
Again today, little apple.
She can't kill the clone, so... Oh, actually, I don't have to think about it much. Who has the most defense? Spot, I suppose.
I have to get serious now.
Alright then. Don't see any harm in this.
ここですか？血金を引く。バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。
Then straight to Indigo.
引く。
And then we bait with Roberto here. We can give Spot extra defense. And Cardigan will be used as a follow-up body. I'm shocked I didn't leak the first strafe. I'll definitely leak some of the other ones though. Unless I get ungodly lucky with Indigo Binds, I guess. It's time for Myrtle to go. I need more defense on Spot. No, I even killed the shadow and I still licked him. What a tragedy. Or was that the other one? Yeah, well.
Mission accomplished.
Thanks, medics.
I mean, if we're just talking about farm stages, you hardly care whether you have one 6-star or another 6-star. You place operators, you point them towards the red box, and then you do something else for 2 minutes. Is that not how farm stages are cleared? Like, one operator is as good as another in a farm stage. What does it matter? Yeah, we'll just take cutter. Yeah, it just Ling is a good point. Oh, the other fog bearers have always been used more.
Got it.
I'm here to help.
Because they do other stuff than provide DP. That's not a recent thing. Elysium has always been a top tier operator. He's never been some hidden, underrated gem that people have only now found out is better than Myrtle. Like, there was never a point where Myrtle was thought to be the best FWAC. She was even back when she was used in CC, she was only brought out when there was no other option. Because you just needed every bit of DP you can get, so you used multiple flag bearers.
I have to get serious now.
Yeah, I've used Roberta in plenty of clears. She's kind of like a flag bearer in a sense, where she's only relevant for extremely high level content. I don't think I've ever found a use for her outside of CC. If an enemy can't one-shot my operator, then preventing that one-shot isn't that valuable. There's other ways to deal with that.
Alright then.
Yeah, she's useful in high-end stuff. I think guys for difficulty 15 is fairly high-end. Especially if you want to clean it relatively consistently.
Flawless victory! I was pretty good, wasn't I, Doctor?
I have no idea what Wang Ping is. Why isn't Elysium the 5-star version of Myrtle to begin with? Like, they're basically the same. They have a skill that just prints DP, and the skill that provides some help to the squad. Elysium provides slow damage and invisibility reveal. Holy fuck, he's overpowered. And Myrtle provides heal. Oh my god. Let's pick this horrible item out of the horrible item pool. Free item. 2 fights. 2 fights. Screw it. It's not like the other paths are good anyway. More bad items. I kind of wanna reset this already. Oh yeah, so his rough is just a throw item. Can we preserve our health? Hooray, we get to not waste our health. I don't want to do this without Titan, so it's rational fracture.
Awesome! Finally, my time has come.
Yeah, I'll try it in some lost and found later, but this path had other stuff. Sadly, it didn't pan out, because the other item we got was also garbage.
Got it.
Good scenery here, Doctor. I have to get serious now.
Honestly, you don't have to fight flowers constantly, so Suzraf isn't even that bad here. Wait, does it proc off devices? It does, apparently. That's useful to know.
Alright. We're counting on you again today.
25 ASPD is a lot. You need to remember it stacks multiplicatively with the operator's own attack skill, so it would produce a ton of value very easily.
Alright. Gather around me, guys.
Mission accomplished.
Can you proc it with Dorothy mines? Like how she spams mines when she's deployed? If that procs it, that's super broken. Nothing I can get. Because to hope. Hooray, extra lives. Is it doable? We have eaten 2 arts damage, so we can handle the left side. We then don't have a medic, so we just die. No way in hell. We're avoiding it. Actually, this is also annoying. I'll take this. This run is kind of in the dumpster, because we have 0 items. Yo, did you notice that? The damage doesn't get reflected back to the operator from Thorn's chests. That's useful to know. We have to sacrifice a good pinecone position due to the Thorn's chest, but it's fine. Especially because we have Ethan covering her ass. A bigger problem is that we actually need to get rid of that
Yeah, fine.
chest somehow.
顔をもうちょっとこっちに持ってきて。Gather around me, guys.
はい、バッテリーはまだまだ持ちます。
どうすりゃいい？目の前真っ暗になってねえか？
光が力を蓄えています。
Indigo is mostly here to tank for Pinecone.
指示をどう普段通り。
We're gonna leak some drones now. I should have let the spear guy through.
光への
バッテリーはまだまだ持ちますよ。指示をどうぞ、ドクター。
Doesn't matter. Don't see any harm in this.
Well, one drone, one spear. I guess it's the same thing.
やっちゃおっか。
はい、普段通り釘を打てば。はい、普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
Doesn't matter to me.
顔をもうちょっとこっちに持って。
普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
どうすり？俺が見えないだろ。
We won, Doctor, and that's what counts.
We're eating all the nasty debuffs. Nothing terrible on its own, but we don't have any synergy there. I don't want more casters or more vanguards. Do I just keep the ticket entirely? With 8 hope? Yeah, I'm gonna skip it. It's a while before all. 2 horrible items. We can't survive this fight, sadly, so we're going on to the next floor. I don't think how few operators you need to clear a stage is a useful metric for determining whether they're good.
I'm here to help.
It is a factor, don't get me wrong, or rather you can say it's a correlation between an operator being good and requiring less operators. But you can't go and determine.
Yeah, fine.
Link solves most of the stages, so she's the best operator. More than anything, because those clears take a fuckload of time to do.
ここだこ。目の前真っ暗になってねえか？
I have to get serious now.
I am super dead.
私の役目は刀を。
Snipe the casters like this.
君たち、運が良かったね。
Oops. Should have dropped the device earlier.
やっちゃおっか。
Hooray! Ethan isn't dead yet.
釘のようにここでしっかり支えます。
Although I definitely am.
ドクターの言う通りに採用。はい、こっち向いて。
俺が見えないだろ。
指示を普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
We lost the 50-50.
We're counting on you again.
That's fine.
普段通り釘を打てば大丈夫。
This run was kind of us anyway. Let's go next. It still had the potential to go somewhere, but I played that fight wrong. I needed Roberta at the bottom so I can throw devices elsewhere, and I could use Spot as a drop in to heal Ethan. I think I've done the zero operator thing. Back in IS2, there was a day. One of the daily quests had a requirement to use some 6 stars. It used to be that you got 3 operators and you usually had 1 4-star. One of them didn't have any 4-star I could use. Yeah, it was only rangers. Yeah, now I remember. I did a start with Rangers only once. And yeah, you can, if you want to, you can start with 0. You can just choose not to pick anything. I know 3 recruits. I did it on stream on accident. Okay, per turn. For the IS2 one, basically you can do it if you reroll until you get Survivalist on the first floor. I want to do that, but it got annoying, so I just I used Rangers and killed a few enemies to survive. Because you need to get Survivalist and certain stages. Not all floor 1 stages could be solved by just Survivalist.
Got it.
Yeah, you can... There's an investigation like that, but it gives you the item that makes it work. So you just take protection lives and win. You can actually solve the entire game in that investigation with just that.
Alright then.
Yeah, it was a funny mode.
Whatever you tell my weaknesses.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah, it was a meme investigation.
With hard work,
Entirely.
even an idiot can get
You
the job
literally
done.
don't do anything and win. Oh, I really want to eat a caper. Ah, screw it. Screw the free Shiryuki. I'll get a Shiryuki later on purpose, even though she's not good in IS4. If you want to guarantee the emergency, we should go here. But it's already not worth when we have 3 fights. We're just gonna take the 3 fights. By the broken buff, do you mean Mind over Mother? Or the ultra broken IS3 Playtons? Because both of those were broken on their own, we just happened to have both of them. You know, I kind of want to play Caper in IS3 a bit. Not too much, because the RNG there gets old real fast. They might do a stream on that too at some point.
Fine.
Were you imagining that she was tall? The fuck? I'm surprised W took 3 shots to kill the knight. Considering some of the items you can get in IS3. I guess he had bad items his own. Because at the very least you have 400% attack because of Survivor contract, right?
Mission accomplished.
The only thing you need is base attack buffs. No other buff will matter.
With hard work,
Spinach
even
won't
an
matter.
idiot can get the job done.
Flinger hand won't matter. Because Survivor contract gives her something like 400% attack. The only real value is in... Or maybe less because she can't get every fight. But still it's gonna be something like 200-300%. The only thing that will matter is stuff that buff her base attack. Like extra damage on snipers, extra damage on ranged attack. Okay, we promised to get Shiryuki, even though she's bad. In IS4, to be clear. Is that playable?
承知した。
Not sure, honestly. I guess we'll find out. If it's not playable, this is going to be a very short run, if nothing else.
¿Crees que puedes atraparme?
This style.
承知した。
¡Toronto, vete! ¡Ve a casa con tu mami!
Alright then.
メッセージ。
Okay, good job, Shiruki. She made this really easy. Getting double sniper is good in IS4. Who would have thunk?
My squad got your best shot!
Mission accomplished.
You know, I've never used Thorns for anything at all. I have used Suter and Silver Russian Meowner, but not Thorns. So many snipers. I've never used Mountain either, I think. Let me just double check that. Yeah, I've never used Mountain. Hooray, a medic. Something we never found last time around. And we can't get that one, right? Nope. What a tragedy. We have to leave sniper attack behind with 2 E2 snipers. A bunch of fights in any case. We should be able to go up because this is probably a scout node, so bottom path should be best.
I want to ask about the meaning of this mission then.
Fire and water is absolutely not harder than the jellyfish stage. The fuck?
Do be careful, everyone.
雪嵐のごとく戦場で不
It's just down to what operators you're bringing being unable to kill an invisible slug with 100,000 health. Or 200,000 health, whatever. We just need something that either heals itself and blocks it, and then it's dead, or something that kills invisible slugs. Both of those are options.
Ve a casa con tu mami.
Alright then.
I think the normal ending of IS is also easier than the... Sorry, the normal ending is also much harder than Fire and Water. Nobody's talking about Viju, I hope. Other than you, of course, but you don't count. You have no name after all. Oh yeah, Ishermo is definitely easier. Honestly, Skadi's stage is really badly designed. Why does it just give you an entire minute to nuke Skadi for free? The fuck? That's really weird for an ending 3 stage, you know? The first ending doesn't do that. Why does the ending 3 give you a free win like that? It only becomes difficult if for some fucking reason you don't have the damage to nuke Skadi. But if you don't have the damage to nuke Skadi, how the fuck are you fighting Skadi? Why didn't the jellyfish just kill you? The ending 3 in IS3 makes no
敵を
sense.
殲滅干渉する
Free win emergency. Hooray. I have exactly zero feelings about Viju. I'm starting to dislike him just from interacting with you, but other than that, I don't have any feelings about him one way or the other.
Got it. Save us a
Oh,
lot of time.
Thorn
if you
Chest
just
is trolling me.
surrender. All right then.
It's fine.
I won't be afraid.
If she dies, we'll drop something else in her tile. Though she shouldn't, because the dog should distract anyway.
Play with you guys.
Ooh.
There are so many weaknesses.
Stay calm, my friend.
Too much damage.
承知した
Yeah, Witcher Moa is definitely easier than Highmore. I don't think I've ever seen anyone disagree with that. Sure, I'll go Q Skadi when I play IS3 again. Yeah, I like the archetype. I think it has reasonable downsides. Which means that the 6 stars will make the boomerangs fly faster if the target is further away. Obviously. Also, let's see what other downsides the Whoop Shooter has. It doesn't prioritize air, so the 6 star will fire extra projectile if there's flying enemies in range. It will also fire other extra projectiles if there are elites in range. Wait, actually that sounds like kind of a fun operator. That fires extra attacks for certain types of enemies. Wait, that's actually kind of good. They won't do that. Never mind. Ignore my rambling. We have a medic, so Roberto. Metastatic just needs to have a smaller percentage. Like I keep talking on this stream, stats are more important than anything else. So even if it reduced the operator stats by like 30%, that's already a massive debuff and by far the worst. 50% just cripples the operator and makes them unusable.
3002番
行動を開始する
You kind of lost me on the racist thing. You're gonna need to explain what you're talking about. I missed what that's in reference to.
All right then.
You're crazy. Why would the 6 star have such a small AoE? The radius of Skyfire. Have you seen W, man?
I won't be afraid.
Stun Golem doesn't need bait. You just use operators that have more than 2 tiles of range, and then it just dies.
もうちょっとこっちに持ってきて。ありがとう。力加減には気をつけるよ。
W has AoE in the sense that an artillery is a handgun. Why are people comparing W to the Chapter 10 cannon? The Chapter 10 cannon does only 3000 damage. That's way less than W. Like, it doesn't even compare to her. She's more like with the orbital nuke version of the Chapter 10 cannon.
敵を殲滅干渉する
Oh, she's definitely relevant to me, but she's a common topic of discussion. So I end up being drawn to it. Scout note as predicted. Perfumer, because we can always use more medics. Keep the device. Not terrible, but I actually need specialist operators. So why is he your friend then? Is the only thing I'd like to ask in that anecdote of yours. Impossible. Well... Is it?
Indigo.
Yes, I have no more though. Why is this even on the third floor? A random encounter. That's very shameful for you. I don't respect that opinion of yours.
What should I play with you guys?
Ve a casa con tu mami.
I wonder if I can just spawn queue everything. Suppose we're about to find out.
了解
My bet is going to be no, but I guess we'll see. Because Shiryuki can't do her damage flow in an AoE.
うむ値する
We'll deploy Indigo on the
杖が
right
温ま
side
って
to
きま
catch
した
strays. We can leave one of these assholes alive.
準備できるわけなら守り抜きます
I won't be afraid.
Okay. Almost perfect.
うむ
So one of these guys leaks through, get insta-killed by Caper.
Hair on your head.
We now have a
準備
problem
できました
where Perfumer will eventually kill them.
Yeah, fine.
Ideally we'll wait until one of them dies. And then we're gonna switch to spot. Yeah, there we go.
Yes
Well, so I can get the chest.
Whatever you say. Don't see any harm in this.
ドローン飛べ ¿Crees que puedes atraparme? Ni de broma.
杖が温まってきました
I don't have blessing because I had to do an annoying mini game to get him, and that was the end of that.
このままノーカットで作戦記録に使えるじゃん
Actually, for the same reason I don't have VGU pots either. Myrtle or a third sniper? Screw it. Snipers all the way. Actually, I'll take Meteor again. She works really well with Caper. Wait, can I do this? Yeah, probably. We should have all of our bases covered. I took one look at it, decided it was boring and then never did it.
Do be careful, everyone.
I don't think there's ever been a minigame I've liked in Arknights. Unless you count something like piloting the cars around as a minigame, which I don't.
顔をもうちょっとこっちに持ってきて
Okay,
ありがとう
click first
力加減に
so
は
we
気
can
をつける
start
よ
killing stuff.
やっちゃおっか
前
戦で爆弾無視中式スタイリングスプレー Crees que puedes atraparme? Ni de broma. ¡Hayo! ¡Ay, cochimuite!
I love it when there's mimics I can't get. Yeah, this is fine.
力を蓄えています。
So this is a battlefield.
Ah, the global healing saving Indigo from death. Very convenient. We can technically retreat Roberta. We'll need her later anyway. And this should hold everything.
どれも波の危険さには及びません。
I should have activated earlier. Now we're rolling RNG for no reason.
Whatever you say. Holding the shield is tiring, pal.
Stay calm, my friend.
Okay, casters are dealt with.
Doesn't matter to me.
無情の風よ。
Do I have any chance to kill the chest? Outlaw, do you know how much health this chest has when you wake it up? I'm fairly sure it's gonna be more than 23,000. So I wanna know if I should smack it or not. No, never mind. There's no way I can kill that. Because if I smack it, I can't block it. It doesn't matter.
夜明けまで守りに行きます。
Because this tile isn't deployable, so I can both smack it and then keep it in place. Wow, the skills rolled up.
Very well done, Doctor.
Well, there are different people complaining about power creep. And then complaining that people don't like weaker operators. It's not like it's all the same people. For example, you don't hear me complaining about power creep that much. Although I also don't complain about people not liking pad operators. Because you don't really care what other people like and dislike all that much.
Do be careful.
What kind of fast fuck squad is this? This makes no sense. How am I gonna kill melee enemies that get to the bottom? I guess Shirayuki. What an asinine squad. Why did they bring this to the fight?
This is the shot.
Okay, Roberta first, because she's tankier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
顔をもうちょっとこっちに持ってきて。ありがとう。力加減には気をつけるよ。はいよ。発射。本物ウェットドライ療養アンビエントカラーアダプトグロッシー。
This is the shot.
No, she can stay alive for a while longer. Might need to switch to spot here. Nah, we're fine for now. Okay, we can go perfumer first and then swap bodies.
This is the shot. Time to show them what we can do.
All right then.
顔のどの部分が一番脆いか、私が一番
Oh, there's a million broken operators. We're very far away from 5. I think the 6 stars that are considered average are kind of broken. In the context I'm talking about is this: we very rarely actually get stuff that people would consider high-end, right? So for general gameplay, the power level of 6 stars is entirely too high. Even if you have just a couple of them built up, it's already enough to crush everything. If you're wondering why Spot is alive, Shirayuki slows enemies. She slowed the Lancer so he did less damage. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Frostleaf model isn't terrible. It's also not good. It's a random effect. But if you put Frostleaf model on a good operator, it's okay. Just with annoying RNG. But you'd need a bit more than a good model to save Frostleaf. Yeah, free win, cosmetic. Oh yeah, I was supposed to shit on Frostleaf's model. I guess I'll do that on Wednesday, because I already have a video ready for Tuesday. Or Wednesday or Thursday, when I get to it. So, I'm a lazy ass, so sometimes I take longer than one day to make a video.
Well, it was. It's time to play.
This is the shot.
Oh yeah, I may have said something like that.
Watch out! Here comes Well.
Do we need to block it? I'd rather not. Yeah, but we do.
Doesn't matter to me.
Are you gonna attack Spot today, preferably? Okay, you can see the orb flying out, so now we can retreat. And the attack is wasted.
Perfect chance.
We can block with the device. But I'm only blocking if he actually fires. Okay, we don't even need to.
So this is a battlefield.
We can save it for this annoying bitch.
Feel the wind.
Who will probably just kill us, but he does arts damage, I know the extra defense does nothing, but we don't want stray damage from the other assholes.
Critical hit.
Hooray! The extra box stopped the leak. Good job, Roberto.
Feel the wind.
I suppose I'll retreat Meteor when I get around to it. Just delete this one. Do we need to block it? Yep.
Alright then.
Critical hit.
Annoying speedrunning asshole.
Feel the wind.
I didn't want to retreat click. There's a decent chance that Roberta will get bodied by the double wave here. Ah well, not much I can do about it.
That's why stay calm.
Building a shield is...
Yeah, I'm not surprised. This is why I didn't want to retreat click early. I guess if it was only one leak, I would have been better off not deploying Spot, but I would have probably needed him later anyway. My hope was that Shirayuki will cover that with her S2, but I had to deploy him, and once he was deployed, there wasn't enough time to retreat him. Yeah, well, it's not a big deal. Perfect, I got terrible item choices. We'll pick this terrible item. Can remove a fight here, can summon a shop. We do have combat, so attack speed it is. Ah yes, everyone's favorite crisis trigger is here. We can't avoid all of the debuffs this time. Let's get rid of this thing. Yeah, let's eat every debuff. If we're gonna have some of them, might as well have all of them. We need to go through the noise disturbance stage. Can I do it? Well, I wanna try in any case. Hooray, we finally have an item. I'm not sure what judging them in isolation means. Don't you always judge things relative to other things? Like, even if you're saying... Like, because the only judgment you can make otherwise is this operator has block, it can block things. This operator has a ranged attack, it can attack things. Is it really worth stating? Because you're just stating what they do at that point. Unless you mean in isolation from other operators, but in comparison to enemies, I guess. But then you're just comparing how quickly they kill enemies and how many hits they take to die from enemies relative to other operators, and then you're sort of back to square one. I guess you can do that if you want. But that's only if you're discussing the kit, I guess. For example, we can agree that Swire has a reasonable kit, it's just that her numbers are stupid. I can compare her to other operators and still come to that conclusion, though. I don't really... No, okay. I don't really see the benefit of doing it like that. Also, no, I can't do this fight. Fuck that fight. We are running away. Yeah, you can have a horrible kit that will be very strong if the numbers are big enough. Because when it comes to practical use, ultimately the numbers are all that matter. Let me try and explain it like this. Think about Suzuran. So, Suzuran doesn't do a lot of damage herself, but she's obviously a good operator. What she does is that makes her so good is that she provides multiple damage multipliers. Now, you might think about she literally increases the damage your operators do. That's one damage multiplier. But she also slows enemies. That prevents enemies from running out of your range and delays enemies attacking your operators, which is in and itself a form of a damage multiplier. On top of that, she has other stuff. She can heal your operators. If her healing is enough, then you don't need to use a medic, which then opens a slot for another damage operator, ergo more damage multipliers. Suzuran does many things that multiply your total damage, even though she herself doesn't do much damage. You can... That's why ultimately you need to consider how the operator functions when you actually use them, because the damage they do is what they matter, what ultimately matters. Everything an operator does is something that it either adds to that damage or helps you defeat an enemy another way. What I mean by that is if you permanently block some enemy so that it can never move forward again, that enemy is effectively dead. That's only because you can consider the game like this. It's essentially a DPS check, like we need to stop the enemies from making it from here to the blue box. So killing them faster is better, because we can stop more enemies from making it through. If we block something, we've permanently stopped it. No, I probably shouldn't block that. From going forward. Then the DPS doesn't matter. So if we can keep something in place, that's like... That makes the DPS irrelevant. But outside of that, it's a DPS check game, if you can't keep something in place. So no matter what an operator does, you can just consider it as a damage multiplier. And how good is it at that? It doesn't mean that things that don't do damage are irrelevant. Because even if something doesn't do damage directly, it can still serve to increase the overall damage you do from other sources. Also, I should stop talking before I screw up and leak something. That hammer's already making it through though. So wait until he stuns Perfumer. Kill this one. And then we'll kill the other one here. Or it will probably just kill me, if we're being realistic.
This is the shot.
When was this time where they were trying to make lane holding and walking? I'm not sure I even know what lane holding means, if I have to be honest. Do you just mean an operator that has more than one block or what? A lot of the terminology Arknights players use is really weird to me. And I don't get what they're talking about half the time. Like, what's the difference if you lane hold with Suitor and lane hold with... how are you not dead here? Let's figure that out first. Walk here. Free up some tiles. And we're dead. Oh, I forgot I stunned. Shit, I could have survived. If I remember that and delayed the deploy. Ah well. Yeah, it's weird terminology I don't get. So, if it's lane holding, you mean an operator that kills trash. Okay. And if it's anything other than that, it's operator that kills stuff that aren't trash. Yeah, that's just what you do in the game. It's weird terminology to me. I don't get the point of it. Just, like, you've played WoW, right? Just call it trash and boss and you're done. Okay, just for you, I'm gonna pick Vigil this run. If you promise to shut up about Vigil for one stream, I'm gonna pick him for you. Now let's find a stage where we can kill him. If I don't have to use more than one operator for something, it's a trash mob. If I have to use more than one operator, it's an elite. If it's a one-of-a-kind enemy, it's a boss. That's it. This has no ranged enemies. Okay, we can kill boss here. Let's go!
Remember, our purpose is not violence itself, but rather the victory it brings.
So fucking stupid. Remember, we're not here to murder them all. We are here to murder them all and steal their money. What an asshole.
Let's put an end to this show, pronto.
Go, dog, go. Maybe not an ideal place to place it. Ah well.
A valiant struggle, but you won't get away.
Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, hooray, we killed Vigil. Go, successful. No, that's definitely a very human mentality. But saying it out loud is so weird. Truly the strongest operator. Okay, back to 4 stars. He would be funny to me as long as you don't have to be in the same room as him. That guy seems like a psychopath. I'd rather not think about the Arc specific terms. I've been playing games for entirely too long, and most people just use the same terms in every game. So I'm just gonna keep doing that and just ignore all of the Arc specific terms.
Let's go!
That's my plan for lane holding and
then.
boss killing. Also, both of them sound so lame. I don't know. It has a whack of terminology that I kind of dislike. At least when somebody says trash clear, it's some kind of slang that's specific to the game. Lane holding sounds like something you do in a supermarket for $3 an hour. Then again, I guess trash clearing isn't much better. But I assume most janitors are paid more than what you get at the supermarket. At least here they are. Because they're usually the custodian too. Yeah. I'll believe that when I see it.
Whatever you so many weaknesses.
Yeah, but lane holding in League of Legends means pressing 2 buttons on from your mid laner to kill all the creeps. Like, that's an entirely different thing there. Because it's barely even specific to the operator, it's just anything with an AoE skill. Like, it obviously means something else in the context of Arc Knights.
Mission accomplished.
With hard work, even an idiot can get the job done.
I mean, why would you never not be thinking about boss killing? That's just everyday life, you know?
There's a mission? I wanna go!
Yeah, obviously it's all just semantics. I just don't like how lane holding sounds. Trash clear just sounds cooler to me. I'd rather take out the trash than be a cashier at a supermarket. What can I say? So, can I even do this fight safely? Or will I just get bodied? Because we can do this, and that would be safer. Yeah, we can overheal with Myrtle. It's fine. No, it might not be fine. Because we don't have AoE, and Caper might get distracted. Do the extra fight first.
Got it.
Probably. I'm just assuming.
You got me! What should I play with?
It's probably a win, but if Caper gets distracted killing trash, if they build up, I might not be able to kill the axe and then die in a stupid way. I'm willing to spend one device to avoid that.
Good scenery here, Doctor.
Alright then.
I don't think I've ever considered an anti-air sniper as something I use for trash kills. I can do it, but that's always exterior to what they're bringing them for. Like, they also have to do something else to be useful. They're just much better options if you just want to kill trash mobs. Maybe I should start doing trash anime takes like he do. Video 1, why I don't like Steins Gate. Wait, I can actually do that. I really don't like it. Should have picked a different anime for the joke.
The #1 rule of playing a master Frank?
Then I can rant about the timer and the microwave not making sense for like 20 minutes. Bonus item.
With me on your side, success is guaranteed.
Oh yeah, I can... So the first part in Steins Gate bored me so much I started actually thinking about the time travel logic. And at least in the anime, maybe it's different in the visual novel, the timer and the microwave doesn't make any sense. Like they travel 1 hour of time per some metric of it. But at one point they send a message 15 years in the past. Or 15 years and 9 months. Which would make 0 sense with the timer they were working with, because it shouldn't be able to go that high. It's a completely unhinged rant about time travel, which is like ranting about how magic works in an anime. It doesn't make sense, that's not how reality works. I'll think about doing it if I'm really bored sometime. I can actually go on a 20-minute rant about the microwave. And its timer in particular. Yeah, I'm gonna rant about the microwave that works because the television next door is broken. And it turns it into a time travel machine. This is definitely a show where I should take the time travel completely seriously. Enough to kill Patriot is what you're asking. And yes, you would do enough damage to kill Patriot. No, I'm not ranting about the microwave with the banana. I'm ranting about the timer on the microwave with the banana. That's much better, I think. Wait, which one is worse? Ranting about the microwave in Steins Gate or ranting about the timer on the microwave in Steins Gate? I know they sound like the same, but they're really different. I think the timer is slightly more unhinged. Because that would imply I actually paid attention during the super boring all of the episodes really, but the first 15 episodes in particular, which I think is a much more grievous sin than than what you're supposed to do when watching Steins Gate, and that's fall asleep until episode 15 or so. Let's start with Cutter. No. There's zero need for a show to actually have actual science, especially when you're dealing with time travel, which is inherently just fucking magic, so who gives a shit? I was just so fucking bored by the first 12 episodes. I started to think about how the time travel works, because there was nothing else to think about in the show. The first 15 episodes or so, or 12, whatever, are waiting around until... what was the name of the dude? The scientist guy?
Right then.
Like, it's obvious that he's gonna stick his dick in the electrical socket, metaphorically, and fuck himself somehow. But you're just waiting until that happens for 15 episodes. And it's only then that the show kind of gets going. Okabe, yeah. You're just waiting. You're obviously know that he's going to do something fucking moronic and screw up his own timeline, and you're just waiting until that happens forever. Imagine if you're watching a feature-length movie that does this. Like, it's a 3-hour movie and the first hour and a half is just spent on him fucking around with a banana. I should have said his banana. Fuck, I wasted that joke so hard. Yeah, of course Cutter can soul them. She kills one off normal hits. It doesn't matter, like, how the time travel works isn't important to the story. Though the ending is definitely my favorite part. You know, of the first season anyway, or whatever the equivalent is. Okay, last rant about Steins Gate and I'm done. I just started and now I need to finish it. So at the end, he tries to change time, figures out that he can't because closed loop, and then decides to change time in a way that doesn't contradict his own memories. You know, typical time travel stuff. Then he goes back in time, and the first fucking thing he does is contradict his own memories. Literally the first thing out the gate. Ah, it was just goat. Click and there's nothing else I can get. Okay, I'm done ranting about Steins Gate. I'll try to get it out of my system. Oh, okay, so now I kind of want to make a video about it. For the record, I haven't read the visual novel, so maybe all of the weird stuff I'm pointing out here are completely explained and make sense in there. But in the anime they are not. And just annoyed me to no end. Like some insane person that cares about potholes in animes. That have to do with how fucking time travel works. I think that already qualifies me as an insane person. Anyway, okay. So it's 50-50, but we have the option of this being a scout node, so bottom path is better. Power scalers don't need help with that.
Show me your spirit, everyone.
No, I can just do it. I can actually go rewatch the anime. Okay, I was interested in doing it. And then actually provide proper context for what the fuck I'm talking about. Maybe I'll get to it in 50 years with how lazy as fuck I am. I have other stuff that I need to finish up. I have a script that I've completely written out and voice acted. Well, calling what I do voice acting is a bit rude to people who do that as a job. I read it badly. And I just haven't bothered to put some footage over what I want to talk about. Then it's been sitting there for a week and a half. He is a former archetype YouTuber. So that's 325, there's no Ducker Bear.
So many weaknesses.
Just two enemies here.
Mission accomplished.
I kind of want to write an essay, but if I do, it will be on a different channel. It's more about a Harwan Ellison story than anime though. Okay, since I've been cheating an anime for like the past 15 minutes to balance it out, you know that anime that Arknight is collabing with, Dungeon Meshi? I actually just watched it on a whim and it turned out to be shockingly good. I'll go and read the manga after I'm done with this stream probably. I was really surprised how good it was. If you have any doubts about watching it or thinking it's some generic stuff with food, just watch it. It's one of the best stuff I've watched in years. Shitting on the Arknights anime would require me to watch it, so I'm gonna pass on that one. Like, I've read the story, I know where it's going to go. I do not want to go there.
Show me your spirit, everyone.
I think what really carries it is how kind of psychotic all of the characters are if you think about it.
Good scenery here, Doctor.
I'm now going to say spoilers for Dungeon Meshi. Very mild ones. If you don't want to hear that, fuck off please. Okay, thank you. So, the dude's sister gets eaten by a dragon. Hopefully she gets chewed to death and is then being decomposed in his stomach. Meanwhile, this dude is like, I wonder what snails taste like. That poor woman.
I've arrived.
Whatever you said. Don't see any harm in this.
I won't be afraid.
Well, any spoiler is a spoiler. It's a relatively new show, so I'm gonna respect it since it's coming out. If it was from 5 years ago, I would have just said it, but since it's just coming out, maybe somebody hasn't watched it. So I'll be mildly polite.
Oh, sword, pierce the
A great
moonlight
shame to me, I know.
Let fragrance revive your mind.
Yeah, the protagonist dude is the most unhinged by far. Not even for the eating monsters things. His sense of priorities are just wild. Like he's using his sister getting eaten as an excuse to fulfill his weird ass fantasies. I don't mind his war fetish, it's just
Whatever you say.
the timing of it, you know.
Tiring, pal.
Dude is wild.
How do you like this then?
What are you waiting for? Doctorの言う通りにするよ。Good scenery here, Doctor.
He's a very, very crazy hungry boy. Also, it's just a genuinely good anime. It's not just funny. Something I really like is the actual situation of the people in the anime is extremely grim. You just, the tone itself just stays lighthearted most of the time because they're fucking insane. But the situation they're in throughout the whole anime is really bad. I don't really have favorite characters per se. I can't say. If I had to pick on the spot. Either the elf or the gnome. But I don't really like or dislike characters at all. I just think of them purely as tools in the story. So would I really say something like this is my favorite character or not? Why did they E2 cutter? Also, I don't want to do this fight. I've never watched that one. I definitely like some characters more than other. That's obvious enough. I just can't really put it into words. It's better to say that I just don't really enjoy ranking stuff. That's why I've never made a video where I make a tier list of every 4-star or anything. It just doesn't mean anything to me. Like I can do it on an objective basis if I have to rank stuff. Like this operator does more damage than this one. I subjectively like let's say Indigo more than Grey, but I couldn't articulate a proper reason why that is. Mostly because I don't care to.
¿Crees que puedes atraparme? Ni de broma. Good scenery here, Doctor. Whew, almost dozed off. Whew, I have to get serious now.
I should have just placed Caper here. I forgot I had a medic.
Yeah, Joker. Watch out! Here comes Curly Swirl!
Might cause an issue later. Since we're so severely lacking in anti-air.
Again today, little apple.
I've arrived.
Also, I should have faced Midnight up. Cutter will not need the damage to win. Why is Cutter so buff?
Gather around me, guys.
Yeah, I know it's not it's a subjective thing. That's what I mean. I can't explain why I subjectively prefer one thing over another well. If it's some objective preference, I can tell you. But when it comes to taste, I don't really have that strong of a preference. Yeah, but we just benefit from 2 guards, right? I don't think the... Oh yeah, it's the guard plus vanguard. I forgot Myrtle counts for it. That's why it's so high. Whoa. I forgot how the book works. The best way of dealing with ending 3 boss is to have a Nightingale. That way it can't one-shot you. Beyond that, it's just bursting it as hard as possible. And always make sure to use the red thing, because you want to remove the pink tiles. Screw it, let's lean into the guard thing. A rational fracture, right? We can swap out a spot.
It's been a while since I beat anyone up.
The stud that stood out to me were Dungeon Meshi and Shadow House from stuff I kind of liked that I've watched recently. I've also watched X-Men 97 and that one was genuinely great.
Huh? I thought you wanted me here to fix a lock.
Absolutely worth watching. It's not just nostalgia bait, although it's definitely that too.
A one-on-one? Tough guy, huh?
Yeah. It's kind of in an interest. Shadow House is kind of funny to me. It has a really simple mystery, but the upside of that is that when the mystery is revealed, unlike in most mystery animes, it actually makes fucking sense. And it isn't just pure nonsense. Which is kind of unusual for mystery anime, if I have to be honest.
Screw it! Bring it on, all of you!
Yeah, I watched X-Men 97 too. Really enjoyed that one.
Yes?
Also, we should walk here before this caster kills something.
What? You think you're gonna grind me down with numbers?
What? Because you're fast as cracks!
There's more of you? What a day.
No ducks. I haven't watched the new one yet. By the way, I remember watching Spice and Wolf. I binged all of it in one night, or at least one season of it, considering it's kind of long. It was the night before I took my final exam in school.
No enemies inside.
Instead of sleeping, I just watched that all night.
Some pretty good stuff.
I wasn't even nervous where I couldn't sleep. I was just interested in it and I couldn't be bothered to go to sleep. I did pass my exam, if you're wondering. Then again, it's really hard to fail that one. The high school final exam thing. Not sure I can do that one. I don't have a good way to deal with. We can have Perfumer here. Yeah, I can do that fight safely. What's the boss fight? Death, that's what the boss fight is. My test was on Bulgarian literature and math, so I'm not sure how much economics helped me. But yeah, Spice and Wolf was a fun watch. I have a video called Mr. Hummus is our light, so I have used him at least once. He gets used really often in CN, so whenever I see him being used, I'll try really hard to make a tail work in the same spot, just for variety's sake. I really want to do this fight, but I also think it will kill me. Perfumer was C1, yeah, no way. We have to skip. The boss will definitely kill us, so we're gachaing for some god tier item that's going to save us. Why is this not giving me value? What the fuck is happening this run? The lives are worth it too, because I'm going to need to leak the boss most likely. I don't think this is salvageable. Never mind, we're fine. We're just gonna kill the boss. Okay, that fixed it. Now is Altar of Craving we're doing. No fucking way in hell. We're doing the normal one.
Do be careful, everyone.
Especially with the boxes, we should have a shot.
Good scenery here, Doctor.
By the way, never place your Myrtle up if she is E1. If she is E1, her skill won't charge in time and she's gonna push this enemy forward.
Serious now.
Weird specific knowledge that I only have because I play entirely too much IS4.
What should I play?
We're still losing health.
Yes. How do you like
Interesting. We need to eat to perfume race up.
Okay.
If he dies, we can just... Actually, why wait? Very nice 1400 attack perfumer. I approve.
We're counting on you again today, little apple. Ooh, almost dozed off. Ooh, almost dozed off. いくらでも待つよ。
Yeah, Gitano saving my run like usual. She does this all the time. You have a cursed run and then Gitano shows up
I've arrived.
to carry you out of hell.
Whose car is this? A one-on-one. Tough guy.
Stop attacking Perfumer, please. $33 should be guaranteed, no the Corbera.
What are you back? いくらでも待つよ。
Yeah, I would have definitely died in the emergency. Bye bye hummus. If I had some more E2 operators, I would try it. At least E2 perfumer. You go to a scout node, you pick the third option, the Dreamcatcher, and then on the next floor you have a prophecy. The prophecy is always at the bottom. That's how you get the third ending. I still feel kind of screwed here, but we'll see what we can do. Ethan's kind of dead weight. T1. I should have switched to Myrtle S1. If I was on S2. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, it's S1.
Well, it was. It's time to play. We're counting on you again today, little apple.
Can we delete the first Asco? Because he's going to be a color later. Yeah, definitely. That should be enough. That was exactly enough. I'm way too accurate at this.
I thought you wanted me here to flat. You think you're gonna grind me down with numbers?
We're counting on you again today, little apple. I won't be afraid.
And then we'll try to do some bullshit with boxes to snipe the boss. Which in fairness will probably not work. But we'll do what we can.
Are you ready?
You can notice that he is losing health, but still has his barrier. I wonder how that works. Will he still die if he reaches 0 health? Or does the barrier count as real health? My guess is that he will just die. But I've seen the other thing in games too.
Ooh, almost dozed off. What are you waiting for? Let's look at all that hair on your head.
I'll wait until the boss kills her. It's fine.
That's fine. Come on, chin up.
As a bonus, she gets to snipe the drone. Wait until he swings. Drop cutter plus box. I assume he one-shots the box, and indeed he does. I hope Perfumer heals before the dog kills. Yeah, but she'll still die. Okay, that might be close enough where the boss is killable. Good job, Click. That was literally the last attack that would have hit. And we'll leak a few drones. Acceptable.
What a day.
Make it walk a bit slower. We might be able to kill the next drone with... Oh, I could have killed that drone. I'm dumb. I forgot that Bubble has damage reflect. Me being stupid.
What should I play with you guys? Hayu! Hai, kochimuite! Let's look at all that hair on your head!
Should have been 0 leaks.
Mission accomplished.
Flawless victory! I was pretty good, wasn't I, Doctor?
This thing. Of course, defense is useless against the boss. E to caper first. I'm shocked she was still E1, so deep into the run. And the shop, obviously. Unfortunate. Money is the only option. We have to take this, but I can't do most of the fights here. Or maybe I can. It's not loaded. I can't use this rune well. I might not even get a single encounter. And now we run into Collapso's Afternoon. Still an E1 Perfumer. Minus 40% DP. No anti-air sniper or pinecone. My prediction is this will end badly. In fact, I probably should have dispelled it, even without the cost reduction. It was probably the correct choice regardless. That's whatever. We'll try and see what we can do.
So this is a battlefield. What are you waiting for?
I'd really rather not use her skill here, but we're gonna have to. We'll use click to delete waves. I mean cutter when I say click, obviously. Should be able to remove wave 1 and 3. And we'll see if we can figure something out for the last one. My bet will be a no. Instantly deleted. Pretty sure I'm just dead.
Okay.
I should have transformed it into a shop.
Yes, stay calm, my friend.
At least Caper does a lot of damage. Next wave kills me.
I bathe in fresh blood.
GG.
Bring it on, all of you!
Okay, so what I should have just replaced it with a shop. I really underestimate this stage fairly often. I should have just accepted they couldn't beat it with the squad they had, and just skipped it, either by using the device up or summoning a shop. If I had some way to charge Cutter, it might have been doable. I mean, something like a SP relic here to keep getting SP. But with a Caper as my only anti-air, and a generally weak squad, E1 perfumer and whatnot, there was no way. Relatively low number of relics, so it's not like this was going anywhere. Not too broken up about it. Anyway, it's time I make something for dinner, so I guess the stream went here for today. I'll be back tomorrow. Have a nice evening.